Hi, how are you doing today? Hope that all is well, and as you're about to go to sleep, I just want you to just close your eyes. If you want deep sleep, just close your eyes. The camera lighting is already preparing you right now for a deep sleep. So relax, close your eyes, relax, close your eyes, and right about now I just want to share with you guys what I've been watching recently. Is you dozing off to sleep? I'm just gonna jabber about TV shows that I've been watching recently or movies that I've seen. Just close your eyes for a deep relaxation and sleep. So, what have I been watching recently? The first show that I want to talk to you guys about is Black Mirror. I've been watching Black Mirror, the latest season 7. I'm not gonna lie, I'm quite disappointed in the latest season with all the episodes that they have. They're quite disappointing. As a matter of fact, I've only finished 3 episodes. I just easily get bored before even finishing or any of them, such that I just start. Within a few minutes I just open a new one, I start. Within a few minutes I open a new one and I start, because I'm so bored and disappointed. I've watched the first episode. It was so draining, but out of all the other episodes, it set a foundation and it was okay. I would give it a 6 out of 10 all in all. A lot of people said it reminded them of all the subscriptions that they have and what happens with them, but with me it reminded me of all these things that are happening in your life that you told that you must have them, but they actually feel like fraud. for example, medical aid. To me, medical aid had always seemed like it's a scam. To me, it reminded me of things like that. But anyway, I don't want to bring any spoilers. After I was done with that, I usually binge watch shows, but this recent season I haven't binge watched it. So a few days later, after I had pulled myself together, I then watched the other episode, the one with Issa Rae. In all honesty, I was watching it for Issa Rae, and I ended up really enjoying Aquafina's character and how she portrayed it. She was the more, like, she gave a performance as compared to other characters, in my opinion. And I feel like Issa Rae was not given much to work with. Her performance was flat to me. And yeah, that was pretty much it for that episode. It didn't really give me much. I was just there for Issa Rae basically, because I really, really like her. I'm rooting for Issa. Yes, Issa. And then all the other episodes, I would just watch the first few minutes and then I get bored. After getting bored, I would just close and go to the next episode. And I really enjoyed the episode 6. Episode 6 is the third one that I've watched, and I'm about to check out episode 7 now. Haven't seen it yet, but if I get bored, I'm just gonna click away. But I did finish episode 6, and it was basically a continuation from one of the episodes in season 4, and it was really good. Out of all the episodes that I've watched, it was my favorite. I really, really enjoyed that one, as the continuation and also knowing what happened in the background was also just, it was great. So I really, really enjoyed that one. Out of all the ones that I've seen, it is by far my absolute favorite. Hopefully I didn't bring any spoilers. I don't think it's all about spoilers as well. And then the second show, or rather movie, that I've seen is Drop. The movie Drop. I love movies like that. The movies that are intense, adrenaline pumping. They get you questioning things, wondering, what's going on? Who is it? Is that one? Is it that one? What's going on? Wanting to see what happens and how everything is going to end up, and tie all together. That is my absolute favorite kind of movie. So I did watch Drop, and it gave me the vibes of The Phone Booth. The Phone Booth is a classic and one of my all-time favorite movies, and I know that they currently trying to remake that kind of movie, but the phone booth rather is the best. I mean, they could never ever touch it, but I really, really enjoyed the vibe and the type of movie that The Drop is. It just gave me that vibe. And there was a movie that I was watching last year. I forgot the name of the movie, but it was with a suitcase with a red tie at the airport, and that one was giving more phone booth vibes, but still it could never touch the phone booth. So yeah, it was a really cool movie to watch as well. So those are my kind of action movies, suspense and whatnot, because I cannot watch a horror movie. I don't do horror at all. The only type of horror that I can watch is on 911. Funny enough, I used to watch a show called A Thousand Ways to Die. I would watch that show all the time, and my family hated that show, and they said it looks like horror and it's traumatizing and everything. But to me, I enjoyed it. A Thousand Ways to Die, and 911 gives me those vibes from a Thousand Ways to Die, but it's more entertaining because it's more fictional. But things like that can still happen. But I really enjoy the vibes that the show 911 gives. So I've been watching the recent season of 911, and oh my goodness, I don't want to bring any spoilers, but all I can say is that what I've been watching recently is the 2-part episode. One thing I like about 911 and all the types of TV shows that I watch is the fact that whatever happens today, like an episode ends today, and then the following week or so you get a new episode. So I like that because I want all my TV shows to start now and finish now. I don't want long-term investment or commitment to TV shows because I don't like oh, what's gonna happen, I hate feeling like that. I just conclude everything so that I can be happy and move on, so I like that about 911. But the episode that I've been watching last week, probably by the time you watch this video it will be long, like over, but it is a 2-part series of when there was a lady who's working in a place where she actually spread a virus, and then she took the only vaccine for that virus, and then she just left. And then now last week was the first part of that, and I had finished this week watching the second part of that where everything is being concluded. Oh my goodness, I like the end. I almost wanted to tear up. The end, I was left shocked. My jaw dropped to the floor when it comes to the ending of that episode. I was like, what the hell? As a matter of fact, I thought it was the last episode, like the season finale for the season, but apparently there's going to be an episode again after next week, and I'm just like, what the hell just happened? I'm still shocked, but I can't give you spoilers, but I'm shocked. That episode, oh my god, it was shocking. And then the other show that I've been watching is called Good American Family. Good American Family is based on real life. What happens there actually happened in real life, so there wouldn't be any spoilers in this case because it's based on real life. But basically it's about a family, a husband and a wife who adopt kids. They've adopted a couple of kids, so now they adopted another kid. The kids that they have are all boys, and then they decided to adopt a girl. And when they were adopting, there were complications with the adoption. They ended up not getting that child, and then they got a call later on saying that there's a new kid who is in need of a family, whatnot, and then they ended up adopting that kid, and things didn't really went smooth between the mother and the adopted kid. And I don't know how to explain it. Things were not good, going well, and every time the mother would want to give the child, the daughter, a bath, she would resist and then say she doesn't like baths and whatnot. And one time, the parents started being suspicious, and then one time the daughter was in the bathroom, and the mother just randomly walked in the bathroom, not knowing that the daughter was in the bathroom, and only to find out that the daughter that they think is a kid under the age of 10 has pubic hairs. So they're like, she's a grown woman, and they thought they adopted a child, but it turns out to be a grown woman, according to the parents. But the word on the street is that kid was actually a kid, but others believe that they adopted a grown adult woman who was pretending to be a kid. So they share the story. Yeah, but it's a really sad story, because they abandoned her and whatnot, but she was a child, but they thought it was a fully grown woman. So yeah, and it just shows that story, and it would have been great to to just hear the story from both perspectives and see how it goes. But yeah, it was heartbreaking, but I enjoyed watching it. And then the next movie that I've been watching is called G20. I'm not gonna lie, I was rooting for this movie, more especially the characters. I love me some Viola Davis. She is a badass when it comes to movies, and she can fight. She can put on a fight. I love her. She is so versatile when it comes to acting. The only time I didn't like her is when she was acting on that thing where they were trying to portray the first ladies, and she was playing Michelle Obama. I just couldn't even watch her on that, because what she was doing with her mouth was just too much. But besides that, I absolutely adore and admire her acting. She is perfect, amazing actress. Love Viola, and I was rooting for her in G20. And it was also great to see Anthony reconnecting with Masai, because Blackish, they were together, they were playing daughter and father, and then also in this movie they played daughter and father. So it was great seeing them being reunited again. But the movie, oh my goodness, so disappointed. It looks like it was written by AI. The storyline doesn't make any sense. It was just yeah, it was bad. I didn't like it. I just didn't like it. I'm sorry. But I love the actors. They gave the performances of their lives, but the storyline and the sense of it all was just not mixed. It was just not, it was not it. So just didn't like that. Yeah, I just didn't like it. And then one other movie that I did not like so much is You Are Cordially Invited. It stars Reese Witherspoon. Obviously, I was gonna watch it because I love Reese Witherspoon. One of my favorite movies, all-time favorite movies, is Legally Blonde. That movie is my top 3 favorite movies. Definitely Legally Blonde is one of them. It's so, I don't know how to put it, just love that movie. And oh, Will Ferrell is also starring that. So it was actually like exciting for me to see them together in a movie. It was just like so curious. I'm like, oh, okay, how's it gonna be? I'm so excited to watch it. And it was not so very nice. I mean, it was not bad, but as I was watching it, I was on my phone. Usually, when I watch a movie, I just watch the movie and that's it. But now, I just put it in the background as I was pressing my phone, which just gets to tell you what kind of a movie it was in terms of me enjoying it. But it was not that bad. But yeah, it was not good either. And I didn't explain what the other movies are about. The G20 movie is about G20. G20 for 2025 is going to be held in South Africa, Cape Town. So the movie was set in Cape Town, if I remember correctly. There were a couple of South African actors and actresses being showcased in the movie, which was pretty nice. And to also see like Cape Town was also like refreshing. And in some of the scenes they used CGI and you can clearly tell. So the presidents, from different countries come down to the G20 event to attend, and then they all get locked in and are forced to be recorded saying things they don't want to say, basically, and they are all trapped in this place and they want to escape. So it just showcases what happens when they're all the most powerful men and women in the world, the presidential people, are kidnapped and trapped in a place, blah blah blah, whatnot. That's what the movie is all about. And then you are cordially invited with Will Ferrell. You're cordially invited is about two people who had booked weddings at the same venue for their family members. So one person, who is Reese Witherspoon, has booked the venue for their sister, if I recall, and then Will has booked the place for his daughter. So now they have to make it work because they have double booked by accident for the same weekend for the wedding. And then it shows what happens when that happens, all that. And then after that, I watched, not recently, but a while back, I have watched The Fall Guy. The Fall Guy, and it just talks or shows you what it is like to be a stunt double. It's a man who is a stunt double, and they witness something happening, and then now people want to alive him, and he's the fall guy, basically. The other movie that I've been watching is Smile 2. When it comes to Smile, the Smile franchise, I've seen Smile, and I've told you guys, when I watch something, I just want to see it through the end. And I've seen Smile because I saw it Smile, and I didn't know it was really a horror movie. And because I've already watched it and it grabbed my attention, I wanted to see how it ends. And that was just a draining movie. For those who like horror movies, maybe they would like it. And then I went about my life, and I told a friend of mine who likes horror movies that I've seen Smile. They were like, oh, really? Wow. I didn't know. And I was like, I didn't even know that it was a horror movie. So when Smile 2 came out, I had no idea that Smile 2 came out, but this friend of mine told me, like, Smile 2, have you seen the trailer for Smile 2? It's coming out. And I was like, oh my gosh, now you're going to make me want to watch it. So I seen the trailer, and I am obsessed with the lead. I love her on Lemonade Mouth. That's where I was firstly introduced to her, and she played Princess Jasmine so well as well. So I'm just obsessed with her. And when I saw the trailer, it was not as scary as the first one, and yeah, so I really like it, and it gave like some vibes of Megan the movie as well. But yeah, but it was confusing. The ending was confusing to me. I just had no idea what was happening. It was just a lot. I'm like, is this being imagined? Is it happening for real? What is happening? Like, yeah, the ending was not quite clear for me, but the ending of the first one I could clearly see and tell what exactly is happening. That's the only complaint. But other than that, great performance. Loved the movie. And then the other one that I watched, which is light-hearted recently, is Sonic 3. I like the Sonic franchise, and I really enjoyed Sonic 3. I mean, what more can I say? And Jim Carrey, oh my goodness. Jim Carrey is just a character. He's just a character. Yeah, he's a character. He knows how to portray each and every character that he plays to the best of his ability. Yeah, he's amazing in Sonic. He always just, makes you laugh. He's funny. Really like Jim Carrey. So yeah, I really enjoyed Sonic 3. After Sonic 3, I watched a movie that is not so recent. It's not a recent movie. It's a very old movie, and it's called Upgrade. I had recently visited a friend of mine, and we didn't have anything to watch. And they were like, have you seen Upgrade yet? And I was like, what's Upgrade? He's like, it's this old movie. You can check it out. And I watched Upgrade, and I enjoyed it. I think it came out in 2018, but I recently seen it now. But yeah, I really enjoyed it, but I'm not happy about the ending. It was not giving for me. I just wanted more. I wanted something concrete, but the ending was not super nice for me. And yeah, so Upgrade is about a couple, ne? The guy, they're married. The guy is not into technology and all those things and whatnot. And then it's about a futuristic movie, by the way. So the guy is not into technology and all those things, but now, since it's the future, a lot of people are driving electric cars. Then they have homes. Everything is just technology based. So the entire house operates using Siri, everything. You don't have to do anything. So the guy doesn't really like that, but the wife is actually someone who works for a tech company, so she designs such things. The guy still drives an old school car, and he just lives the old school life. But people in the future, they have chips in them, and all those things. So they have chat GPTs implanted in their brains and stuff. So now someone when they were driving in their car, him and the wife, the car just locked itself, and then they tried to stop it. It's not listening to the commands and whatnot. They ended up getting in an accident because the car just drove itself to some random place where the wife was assassinated, and the husband was shot and he was paralyzed. Now he has to live the life of being a man who's paralyzed, and the wife is gone. So he is so depressed up until he's given an opportunity. Like, he has never had anything implanted in him, for something to be implanted in his spinal cord so that he could walk and do stuff again. And then he agrees to that, so they give him an implant and he turns into Robocop. After that, he is very powerful, strong, and fast and smart, smarter than before, and everything. So he tries to find the people who unalived his wife in order for him to get his revenge. So the movie is about him trying to get his revenge. What happens? How does he get them? Does he get them? All those logistics and whatnot. The plot twist is that he has to pretend like he's paralyzed because nobody should know that he has that thing on his spinal cord. So everybody thinks that he is still paralyzed, but he tries to hunt these people down and trying to understand why did they do what they did. So it was a really nice movie. I enjoyed it. And before watching it, we were just scrolling through the movies, trying to see what we can watch. The movie we were both excited about is Havoc, starring Tom Hardy. I really like Tom Hardy, and he is such a charming character. I don't know how to explain that. He's so charming. As much as I don't think I would have watched Venom if it was acted by someone different. I liked his charm on Venom. He's an amazing actor, and there's also a movie that he acts on with Reese Witherspoon and this other guy. I forgot his name too. So I really enjoyed him in Venom in that movie, and I was like, oh, we should watch Havoc because he's amazing, and Havoc recently came out. So it was reading. We were just me and my friend busy going through the movies. We saw Havoc. It was so boring. We couldn't, and we're trying to make sense of what is going on. We don't know what is going on. We're trying to pay as much attention as we possibly can, but we have no idea of what's going on. Havoc, it was horrible, and it's still new. And my friend was like, we should look for something else, and that's when we ended up watching Upgrade. But the intention was to watch Havoc, starring Tom Hardy. I'm sorry, Tom, but that movie, horrible, boring. If there's anyone who has seen Havoc and they enjoyed it and they understand the storyline, big ups to you. I envy you, because it was not nice at all. And speaking of not nice at all, this December I tried to watch Red One starring The Rock. The Rock recently has been given horrible movies. Horrible movies. I did not like Red One at all. I didn't like it at all. But my sister and niece, they've watched it, but they said they enjoyed it. It was nice to them. I can't even make it past the first 3 minutes. It's just, no, it's boring to me. I tried to watch it, I just couldn't. That's the Red One. So yeah, it's a Christmas movie about Santa Claus and all. I just didn't like it. As much as I'm rooting for The Rock, I want him to be in a movie, that's groundbreaking or something. I don't know how to put it, but I've been disappointed lately with his movies. Yeah, but I did watch Jumanji though, because I loved Jumanji, the original movie, the original Jumanji. Yeah, I really enjoyed the original Jumanji. It's such a classic. So I was looking forward to the remake of Jumanji, and it was a decent movie, but it's nothing compared to the classic. I did enjoy Jumanji and all. Yeah, cool. Now let's talk more about like TV shows that I've been watching recently. One TV show that I've been watching recently is Papa's House. Papa's House stars one of the Wayne brothers, and I love, or at least I'm rooting for the Wayne brothers. I am rooting for the Wayne brothers so much. So I enjoyed My Wife and Kids. So it was good to see him again. Now starring in Papa's House, and plus, who would say no to a father and son duo playing father and son on TV and being father and son in real life? It's actually fun. That's actually cool. So I'm just, rooting for the Wayne brothers. So I've been watching Papa's House. It's a decent like comedy. I wouldn't say, oh wow, it's amazing or anything like that. It's a pretty decent comedy. So I've been watching it. And the second one is The Neighborhood. I've been watching The Neighborhood since the beginning, and there were news that I'm not sure if it's now they're in season 7. If I'm not mistaken, season 8 is going to be their last season, and I'm so disappointed because I really really like The Neighborhood. It's about the neighborhood, like people who are neighbors, and what they deal with being neighbors, and being friends, or at least frenemies of some kind, by being neighbors. So it stars Cedric the Entertainer, as well as, why am I remembering her? Is it also Tina in real life? But I really liked her on Martin, and I really liked her on Everybody Hates Chris. She portrayed Chris's mom, so it also stars her. And then there's also the lady from Two Broke Girls, and then the guy from this other sitcom. I forgot which one it is. So yeah, I really like it. It's actually a great sitcom. Not like a great, but it's a decent sitcom. Yeah. And then after that, I've been watching this show. I really like it. Probably because I love the lead. I am obsessed with Shima Moore. So I watched the show SWAT because of him. Absolutely love his character. Have a huge crush on Shima Moore. Watch the show for that reason. But it's actually a really great show. It's my kind of show. Everything starts today, it finishes today. You don't have to like follow up with what unless you're following up on the characters themselves. But you don't have to wait up until next week, because everything is covered and then it's done. If you want to follow up, you're following up on character developments and everything, which is something that I like. And also, I mean, absolutely adore Shima Moore. Anyway, now, what other show have I been watching? One other show that I've been watching is Elsbeth, the recent season. They're on season 2. I've watched season 1. I was so excited, and I was so happy when I saw that they got picked up for a second season. So I've been watching Elsbeth, the second season. Really like the show. I see myself in Elsbeth in one way or another. Being that person who's an underdog, fighting for good, and also people looking at you like you're a crazy person, but you're not, and staying true to who you are and doing your job to the best of your ability and doing an excellent job at it at the same time. That's absolutely beautiful. And not being corrupt or being influenced by the negativity that's surrounding you, but just being rooted in who you are and having morals and principles. I like that. And plus, it reminds me of a show called Velapi. that we have in South Africa. For some reason, I don't know why, it just reminds me of that show. And Velaphi is one of my all-time favorite TV shows here in South Africa. They don't make shows like that anymore. That show was so funny and entertaining. Really liked Velaphi Mjongeni no Bradake no Sis Joyce. Anyway, I really like that show. And after that, Elsbeth is about what can I say? Elsbeth is about a lady who is a lawyer, and she was put in place to be an investigator in crimes to see if everything is adding up and whatnot. So that's basically what she does, to see if things are adding up or not, and question things and in crime scenes, and see, be present there when evidence is being collected, and just ask the most random questions that most people would overlook in hopes of helping to solve the case. So that's basically what Elizabeth is all about. And my other show that I've been watching is NCIS. I've been watching NCIS. I really like shows that are about crime, lawyers, cases, all that. So I've been watching NCIS, and I've also been watching Law and Order, the Special Victims Unit. That's such an old show. It's such a classic, but it's still good till this day. So I've been watching Law and Order as well. It's about Special Victims Unit and the cases that they deal with. Yeah. And then NCIS is also about, cases, crime, all that. Those are the shows I've been watching recently and what not. Yeah, I'm just trying to think what else have I been watching, but nothing else comes to mind at the moment. So those are the shows that I've been watching. Hopefully your eyes are completely closed at this moment and you're listening to the sound of my voice, or at least you don't even hear the sound of my own voice because you're fast asleep, because I had humbly asked you to please close your eyes and drift off to sleep. So I hope you enjoyed watching today's video as I was babbling about the different TV shows that I've been watching recently. And if you happen to be still watching right now, please make sure that you do like the video. You throw in a comment, like, comment, share, subscribe, join, super thanks, anything that you would like to do, anything that comes to mind or in heart. Please, if not anything, I'd really appreciate it if you like the video. It's for free and it looks like nothing, but it does help. It helps a lot. So I'd really appreciate it if you could like the video. And if you'd like to take it a step further, you can comment down. And if you don't have anything that you'd like to comment, you can just comment one of your favorite shows so that I can check it out based on the types of shows that I like and the type of movies that I enjoy. You can say, girl, check this one out. And if it's an old one, there are chances that I had already seen it. But if there's something recent, like something new, please, by all means, let me know so that I can check it out. And at times there are movies that I never seen that are classic, and then I watch them and I'm like, oh my goodness, this is amazing. And one of those movies is, oh god, what is it? And it is by What is the name of that movie? Let me just try to Google it. It was so good. Yeah, the movie is What's Love Got to Do with It? Oh my goodness, what's love got to do with it? Angela Bassett, one of my all-time favorites. Love her, love her, love her. And I also watched 911 for her. When I watch 911, I'm watching it for Angela Bassett and Oliver. Those are the two people. I love me some Angela Bassett. Love, 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 love her. Absolutely love her. She deserved to win all the awards for that movie. She was amazing when she played Tina Turner in that movie. What's Love Got to Do with It? Had recently watched it and it came out before I was even born. And I recently watched it and I was like, oh my god, this is such a great movie. Such a beautiful movie. Loved it. Absolutely, absolutely loved it. And yeah, what's love got to do with it? Anyway, I hope that you enjoyed watching today's video. And before I go, I want to read you guys word of the day. Word of the day. Where are we going to get word of the day? The word of the day for today is going to be in the book of Hebrews, chapter 12, verse 2. And it reads, "Let us keep our eyes fixed on Jesus, on whom our faith depends from beginning to end. He did not give up because of the cross. On the contrary, because of the joy that was waiting for him, he thought nothing of the disgrace of dying on the cross, and he is now seated at the right hand side of God's throne." Keep your eyes fixed on Jesus. I hope that you enjoyed watching today's video and that these words will encourage you and carry you through the rest of the week. Thank you very much for watching. I will catch you on the next one. Have a great day or night wherever you are in the world. I will catch you on the next one. I'm very hungry. My stomach is starting to growl. Ndinthanda nonke emakhaya. Bye bye in Vietnam.